Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric Duncanson, and I'm coming at you from my home office in beautiful Marietta, Georgia. First of all, I want to say thank you for hopping on this video. So excited to be here. My wife and I are known as the LAPTOP-PRENEURS, and our passion is to help you to grow revenue streams online and to do that profitably. And so that's whether you're brand new or simply stuck, confused, and overwhelmed. If that's the situation you find yourself in, you are definitely in the right place at the right time. And by the way, if you do like the information that I'm providing to you tonight, please feel free to subscribe to join our tribe. That's like, comment, and subscribe. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our topic for today. Very excited about this topic, the biggest blogging blunders. Again, that's called the biggest blogging blunders. And so what I'm going to talk about today is the top 5 mistakes that bloggers make, especially when they're brand new. And so number 1 would be not enough focus, and I'm going to break that down for you. Number 2 is being impatient, trying to rush things. Number 3 is to forget to repurpose the content you already have. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Number 4 is not focusing on your avatar. Your avatar would be your perfect customer. And then finally, number 5 is ignoring SEO. So let's go ahead and get right into those topics, starting with number 1, not enough focus. Not enough focus. See, when you are a blogger, people come to know you by the strength of your content, by you providing information that helps them to get from point A to point B. You have a specific audience out there and you're trying to help them to resolve problems. And so, you're helping them along the way, along the path towards success, right? And so the thing is, they come to know, like, and trust you based on the information you're providing. So first of all, you want to understand who your audience is, the type of problems that they have, and then you want to help them to solve those particular problems. But here's the mistake a lot of bloggers can make. What they're doing is they're just throwing information out there, kind of throwing up information, and they're all over the place. They're scattered and they're not focused. Let's say, for example, one of my favorite hobbies is working out at the gym, right? But my particular market is focused on making money online, right? If I do blog articles focused towards particular weightlifting approaches, that can confuse my audience, because my audience is, again, coming to my blog because they're looking for solutions. They're looking for ways to earn money online, and vice versa, right? If I have a blog that's based on veganism and I'm providing recipes and cooking techniques and stuff like that, and all of a sudden I start talking about basket weaving or Olympic swimming, people are just going to get confused. So there needs to be basically a theme to your blog. There needs to be a theme. You don't want to veer off too far, but one way to look at it is that you have the trunk of the tree, right? The trunk of the tree, probably going up this way. You have the trunk of the tree, and then you have the branches that come off the tree. So the branches should be connected to the trunk. There should be something that connects them. So if I'm focused on making money online, my blog articles might be talking about email marketing. Maybe it's talking about Facebook marketing. Maybe it's talking about YouTube marketing. Maybe it's talking about how to develop content. Maybe it's talking about how to do follow-up. All of those things are somehow attached to making money online. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Definitely want to get your comments on that to see if I'm on target with you and if I'm providing you information that definitely makes sense. So please like and comment. Let me know how you feel about that. So the second one, second, number two. Yeah, there you go. Second. The second is being overly impatient. Some new, especially new bloggers, have in their mind that I have to reach as many people, and there's a fear factor there. There's a fear factor because they feel like there's so much competition in blogging. There's like a million bloggers out there, right? And so they figure, well, I just have to generate a lot of content and just get it all out there. So basically they blog every day, or maybe to the extreme, blog twice a day. That is absolutely crazy, because what happens to the quality of the material you're putting out there? What's going to happen to the quality? I mean, how can you possibly have strong content that's being produced, mass produced like that? You know, it's kind of like, you know, if you have a great reputation already, that might be okay. I mean, you're like McDonald's, everybody knows what to expect. But that particular blog article you put out there might be the one article that your potential customer sees, and if it's not of high quality, if it's not moving them towards producing a sale, or if it's not taking them forward along their journey, they're probably going to swipe and go elsewhere. They're going to leave you in the dust, and they're probably never going to come back to you. So every blog article that you put out there has to have a certain standard of quality. It doesn't need to be perfect. Absolutely not. Not that it needs to be perfect, but there needs to be a standard of excellence that people know you by. You need to have a certain standard of excellence. So all of your blogging needs to be at a certain level. My recommendation is don't even try to blog every day, you know, because you need time. It takes time to put together a good blog article. And by the way, I'm going to be doing this is part of a series. I'm going to be doing a series on blogging and how to put together a strong blog article. But keep in mind, it does take time. Don't try to rush to put it together just to get something out there. That would be a big mistake. So I would say don't blog every day. Maybe once a week. Once a week would be good. Even maybe once a month. But I like the once a week blogging. So I would probably keep it in that range. Number three is forgetting to repurpose your content. Wow, you don't want to constantly be reinventing the wheel, right? Because as you create content, maybe you're doing a Facebook Live, maybe you're doing a YouTube video. What you're doing is creating content. That content can be reshaped and repurposed so that you can use it elsewhere. You know, you can maybe take a piece of that content and use it, say, in an email that's going out to your customers. Or you can take your blog article, cut it up, and put it out as a Facebook Live or as a YouTube. So you kind of switch them around. And you do not always have to be the original creator of the content. That's another mistake a lot of people make. They're beating their head against the wall, trying to constantly create content, dealing with that writer's block. The thing is, every time you learn something related to your business, that is potential content. You know, if you read a great blog article, if you listen to a Facebook Live, if you go to a seminar, if you listen to a webinar, those are all sources of content. Now, you don't want to copy what other people are doing. What you do is you put your own spin on it. You're going to spin it a little bit and put your impression of what the other person is presenting. You want to give them credit. If you're using someone else's original material, you do always want to give them credit, but then reshape it, reformat it, and put your own spin on it. You know, what is your opinion on what this industry leader said? And then put that into an article, into a blog article, or elsewhere, YouTube, whatever, wherever you're going, repurposing that content, using it multiple places. But how about as you're further along at a blogger, how about the content you put out there that's old? You know, there's a certain type of content that makes sense a year ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and maybe 3, 4, or 5 years into the future. That's what we call evergreen content. It's content that is always useful. Now, the technology hacks, the technical hacks, they probably have a shorter shelf life, right? But if you're talking about basic principles that apply to sales or building a business, those types of things, basic marketing principles, those are evergreen concepts. So what happens is if you put a blog article out and it's been out there for maybe 3 or 4 years, you can actually take that same content and you can update it, put new facts, figures, dates, information, cite new articles or new sources of information and build it up, put it together, and put it out there again. So you're going to be like a producer of content. You have to kind of look at yourself as a factory. You're the factory that's creating content. Now, here's the thing. Why is it that we need to create all of this content? Well, one of the reasons that we need to create this content is that blogging is a great way to create a know, like, and trust factor, which is so important for people that are going to purchase from you. They need to trust you. They need to feel like you're a person of authority. They need to feel like you know something about your particular industry. Now, what happens if you don't do any type of blogging or you're not putting major content out there? Well, you're missing a tremendous opportunity. Now, what happens if you put content out and you're not following the type of things I'm talking about here? Well, first of all, you run the risk that people are not going to read your blog articles. Here's the thing. People have a very short attention span, even if people like to read. So people are going to scan the very beginning of your blog article to kind of see what you're talking about, and then they're going to scan some of the bullet points you have in there. And if they feel like it's not applicable to them, why are they going to spend their time reading your article? So you have to keep that level of interest up all the way through that blog article. That's, again, one of the reasons why it's important to spend time developing these blog articles. So definitely want to repurpose the material that you already have. Find other sources of blog material that are already out there. There's an infinite amount of information out there, more than you could ever read in a lifetime. The idea is to take that information, process it, and put it out there creatively with excellence. Number four, not focusing on your avatar. Now that's a big problem, especially new bloggers have. Now when I say avatar is a term that's used to designate your perfect customer. This is the type of person that would buy from you over and over and over again. Now, if you think of your followers in terms of being a tribe, that avatar would be a member of your tribe. That's the type of person they're looking to see. What new material can you provide to them? Maybe what new products, new businesses, new services can you provide to them? That's your avatar, right? And so the problem is a lot of new bloggers blog for themselves. You know, I like this, so I'm putting it out. And it's almost like they're just regurgitating what they believe instead of staying focused on the customer, staying focused on their avatar. You got to refocus towards your avatar. First of all, you have to understand the needs and desires of your avatar. You need to understand the problems they have. What keeps your avatar up at night? Is it not being able to earn significant income in between paying the bills? Is that keeping them up at night? Is it not being able to lose weight, not being able to keep up with their young children? You know, what is it that keeps them up at night? That's going to kind of determine the type of topics that you're discussing. You want to provide information that is useful to your audience. That is so, so important. Now, number 5, this is the final one and probably one of the most important ones to me, which is ignoring SEO. SEO is a term meaning search engine optimization. That means when you put your blog post out there among the millions of bloggers out there in the blogosphere, it could be the best blog post in the world. I mean, you may have researched this for a whole month, got 50 sources together to put your information together. It may be the best written document, engaging and everything. You just did a masterful job putting this together. But if nobody can find you when they do a Google search, you're out of business. It's pointless. Nobody's going to see it. So the quality doesn't matter if nobody reads it. If you're only doing it for yourself, that's fine. But if you want to be known in the industry, you want to make sure that you utilize search engine optimization. I'll be getting into that in future videos, talking about various tools you can use like Yoast, which is a tool you can use and put it right on your editor in your blog, and it will go through and tell you exactly what you need to change in order to be ranked among the blog posts out there. Very, very powerful tool. But hopefully I provided you some information that's helpful for you. If you find value in the information I provided today, please like, comment, and subscribe to become part of our tribe. And also I wanted to mention one thing. My wife and I found it extremely challenging to make money online until we discovered this particular system. It is just absolutely amazing. I provided the link to it down in the description, and it's described as the #1 online money making system. You definitely want to check that out. Click the link, check it out. There's a free 7-day trial. What have you got to lose? And so with that, this is Eric Duncanson saying I'll catch you in the next video, and I hope you're having a great day. If not, let's definitely make it a great one.